Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Wartales. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 69. Lucky 69. Back here in Greenmer Province, you can see I have a few more bears. I went bear hunting, did a few missions. We got a couple people leveled up a little bit, but we're still a long way from level 11. One thing I did do is I went back down to the Ludern region, and I went to the tree, the tools glade, and I gave them some animal pelts so that we could do the war paint. And what it turns out, I wasn't exactly sure what the war paint was all about. It just lets you paint character faces. There are a whole bunch of different designs. She's got paint like a hand, like one of the Uruk-hai from Lord of the Rings. So she was the only character I painted. So I got to see what that was about. Other than that, I did the ghost hunt down here as well. It took place right between the jail and this cave, and then you followed a blood trail all the way around down to right here, which is what that marker was for, actually. And the last thing I did was Colonel DeTore's mansion. You get a map as a result of that for the treasure, and it's like, oh brother, that's somewhere in Ludern. I don't know where it is. I'd like to go find that at some point in time, but that's all I did between last episode and this one, that and a couple of missions here, just randomly killing dudes. I tried to stay away from all the story stuff here, so there's a bunch of different story things going on that we want to see. So I kind of forgot where the story was with this. We had the Alizarian ambassador.
Don't worry, mercenaries. We'll stay here until the investigation is over. You can count on us to stop anyone who tries to raid the embassy.
Raid the embassy. So we took the ambassador back there last time. That was a big deal. And now I kind of got to figure out what to do. There's a... What is going on here? Tradecraft, but then there's something going on. What is this? Charity of Light and the Emblem of Discord. The Cathedral of St. Elior. Because there's no more purple markers on the map, so we kind of have to find out what's going on. So this is the Cathedral of St. Elior of Gothenburg. Alright, what's going on with these guys?
Broker Wille Aldhovendorp had ordered an emblem to adorn the cathedral spire. As members of the Church of the Light and heralds of the law of the all-seeing eye, we've come for the attachment ceremony. Unfortunately, the caravan transporting the emblem from Edoran is late. It was last spotted by a group of merchants several days ago in the south of the region.
Oh.
The faithful can make all sorts of charitable donations, but I must confess that wood or stone will be particularly appreciated.
Wood or sandstone, okay.
Gothenburg is the first city outside of Edoran to have a cathedral. Is that not proof of our fervor? I was saddened to hear of Broker Hovendorp's passing into the light. She was instrumental in building this cathedral and making the faith of the light shine so brightly in Gothenburg.
So we need wood or sandstone, and then...
Unfortunately, the caravan transporting the emblem from Edoran
Okay.
is late. It was last spotted by a group of merchants several days ago in the south of the region.
South of the region. South of the region. Okay, there's a question mark over here. Let's head out this city gate, maybe. And we also have to find some stone. Some wood or sandstone. Well. Oh, so look. The icon's back. Oh my goodness. This is why it's been hard for me to find these locations, because they've been missing the icons, but now the Forge has one and the Travel Post has one. Great. And they came back. Maybe. Now we have to actually get there. Travel Post. Sandstone. Do we have some? We do. And they wanted like 10. So let's do... Make sure I got this. I'm going to grab them 20 of those. And then there's no more wood here. No wood. Wood. No wood. And there's a bunch of stuff here, but there's no wood. Okay. We'd have to go find the wood. Well, we can do that. All right. Hovendorp. So if we go out here and take a left, there is a question mark down here. The Pendulum of the Ancients. Oh, this is interesting. So what's it say? It says the pendulum swings when close to special items. The shorter the oscillations, the closer the item is. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I wonder when I'd be able to use that then. The Magnificent is here. Well, that's a boat. Oh, well, it's got an arrow. That must mean we can go somewhere.
Last year, we got back too late to see the arena clash. This year, I made sure not to miss it. The broker's death is tragic. I feel sorry for her children.
Yeah, that doesn't help us. Okay, that's interesting. So I imagine that boat, you can actually go somewhere with it if you have the DLC. They've released this pirates type deal. St. Septimus Market District. We're getting heavy. They have a pony here. What are we looking at?
Got what she deserved for years now.
Wait a minute. You got a question mark?
Broker Hovendorp, Willa Old Hovendorp was killed in the well-to-do part of town, where wealthy merchants and brokers thought they were safe.
Yeah. They thought they were
People's
safe.
Fellowship is right. This city only looks after the wealthy and doesn't care about the common folk. Just look around you. Mercenaries flock from everywhere when a broker dies, but when it's a pauper, the guard doesn't even raise a finger.
A finger. Okay, well, finger or not, let's head out here. We need to collect some wood, looks like. So it said south of the region. Alright. We'll go pick some stuff up then. Oh, we'll go pick some stuff up like this. Some fishing. Let's do some fishing, shall we? Don't let the fish escape. Gotta make some more lures. Oh, we got wood with that. Wow. I like seeing my guy up there, Pete, fishing with his armor on. That's hilarious. He's like, I'm not getting out of my armor. You think I take my boots off when I do that? No. Okay, there's some guys fighting over here. South of the region. What are you guys doing? Let's go. Before we deal with that, what's going on over here? Is that a mushroom? It is. And this is some ore. It is. What's going on here? Brokers? Anybody?
Help! Help me, mercenaries! Heathens! They're attacking us!
Hand over the emblem, Inquisitors.
Oh!
This insult to Alazar must be destroyed.
Lieutenant Idna. Hand over the emblems.
You would destroy a sacred depiction of the divine all-seeing eye. Blasphemy! Mercenaries, help!
Stop squealing like pigs, Inquisitors. Mercenaries, we want this emblem. Name your price.
I'm attacking you. I need this emblem, you ding-dong. I gotta take it back and see if these people can tell me anything. Alright, we're fighting. So more bears. We have Meadow the Third. Got Big Pussy. Got more soprano bears. There's 13 people. There's 24 of us. This shouldn't take long. There's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 people there, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, and then there's going to be what, a small contingent over here. Okay. Well, Inquisitor Green, you could stay out of trouble. Cornlin and Kira, those are the wrong people. Okay, let's get some people moved around. There it is. Pete. Yeah, you're a big boy. Why don't we do this? Harim, you need to be over here. That's the proper place for you. And I need one other person, like a fighter, to go get that one. And then 2 bears. That's great. Harim. Okay. So that takes care of this. What kind of archers are they? Oh, they're the mudslinger kind. Oh, man. So there's 2 archers over there. And an archer over here, okay. And there's 5 people here. Okay. I want my other archer over here then. Greet. You're gonna be here with Cornlin. Alana's gonna be kind of... Here's what we need. Give me a bear. Actually do it like that. That'd be fine. And then give me, I got a bear over there. Snarling, that works. Jedruk is here, and I need him to run at this archer. Need him to get to this person. Over here, I got a bear, that works. There's Purifier on our side, we'll move him kind of out of the way. Olgierd von Everek, he can move in a lot of different ways. We'll get him in on these guys. Leo Hall, let's do this. Do like that. Manus. We've got a Zealot over there. The Zealot can come over here. Yeah, you guys can do this. Xenia. Jandruk. Okay. I like this. Mostly. Here's what I really want to do. Cornlin. Greet. It's going to be here like this. Because then I can figure out which way to poke my archers, this way or this direction. But the most important person is just going to be Jadruk, who's going to go in here and get this guy right now. Smack him. It's crunch time. Great. That works for us. I'd recommend you not fight those guys, unless you're a badass like me. Here we go, the first mudslinger. Oh, he's heading off in that direction. Oh. Your days are numbered, buddy. Okay. They're smart. They use their archers first. I'll give them that. Gideon, can you get over there? You can, because here's how we're going to do it. Run. You dummy. You thought you were out of range. Bye. Take that. I probably have too many bears over here. Oh, well, there. That guy's gonna get that. That's nice. Okay, in that case, we're here, so what I'm gonna do is set up Cornelin. Why don't you set up like that? Just gonna leave you there to earn a point. He's gonna go take off. That's fine. Kill that guy. I'm cool with that. Oh, Bear's gonna go engage him. This guy is gonna be the herder. He's got that sword. Two-handed sword guys really kind of are devastating. You gotta take care of them early. So we'll do that right now. In which case, that leaves Greet here. Greet. Just plunk that guy. He'll bleed out. Oh, you're dead now. Got bears. I got Kira's over here. This is a waste of time for her to be here. I think what we'll do is move her as far as we can. We can still do this to this bear. Give him some fury. He'll need it for next turn. Then she can come over here and shoot this fool by doing this. Here's a point. I love that. I love the sound that that makes. So gets all thundery. It's cool. I got all three of my rogues up here like a dummy. Bleed out, buddy. You gonna go after this guy? Yep. So it'll be a turn 2 wipe out here. Silvios. These are small bears, by the way. The ones I picked up. I found them somewhere around Vertruce, I think. I was running around trying to do some trading. I had those trade route missions that are like take 5 whatever to wherever. I had a couple of missions that started in Ludern, and one wanted me to go to Stromkamp, and one wanted me to go to Marheim. So I took the goods there, and I stumbled across these bears on the way, and I'm like, oh great, I get some more bears, because that's the whole thing I wanted to do between episodes, was get some more bears. And in the process of doing that, they're smaller bears, so these are my other bears are much higher level. We're gonna come over here, since these guys have done this to my bear. And then we can just pop them off. We can finish you all together, can't we? That's so nice. You're such a good killer. In that case, Drade. Oh, and the other thing I did do is I stopped at a Brotherhood place, and I respect Dradus 82 dexterity now to be just like Jenna. So they're exactly the same as far as their abilities. Frenzy and Wrath, and his stab. But he's got, every time a unit kills an enemy, he gains 1 instead of standing next to an enemy, and he's got the poisoning. So he's just like her. He's meant to be huge backstabber. He's actually got slightly more dex than she does. So that way, that gives me 2, because I really like Jenna as a killer. She's so good at killing things, and it's not hard to get your rogues in position to backstab people. So the more I thought about it, the more I thought I just would like to have 2 of those. And Alana being the captain, it makes a lot of sense for her to be a different kind of rogue. She's the person who's going to grab valor points and all that kind of stuff. So this, I just like my rogues. They're great. Okay, let's do this. They're dead. We're just here for the emblem. Now we're going to be overweight. It's okay.
The Eye bless you, mercenaries. Not only have you saved lives, but thanks to you, the light will now shine across Gothenburg. Please accept this reward and our prayers. The emblem we're carrying is meant to adorn the future Gothenburg Cathedral. Broker Hovendorp commissioned it from the Ederanian Church. Truth be told, this is more than a merely spiritual gesture. It will strengthen the bonds between Ederan and Gothenburg as much as it will loosen them with Alazar. What those soldiers did is proof that their king is outraged by this turn of events. But thanks to you, faith prevails. Now, we just need to reach the city.
Good for you guys. Okay, well. I'd help you reach the city, but I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to cook some food first. It's almost time for us to rest anyways, but let's go see what kind of food we can make, because there's some stuff we can make, which is great. Just enough. We just need to cook enough food to get below. Oh, we can make this with croc swine. That's right. I had killed some croc swine in Luderin because I needed animal carcasses to turn in so we could do the painting. So I killed some croc swine. So that gave us that, which we've never really had before. So the weight is coming down gradually. There it is. Okay. Well, let's go make sure you make it to the cathedral. We have sandstone, so... I like the way that quest was set up. You know, they said south of the region kind of thing. And hey, hoodlums are going to fight us on the way there. It's not like I'm going to negotiate with these guys. I'm going to fight them. I need the experience. Okay, what do we have over here then? We have 13 guys, and here's 3 of them. So we only need a couple people. We need a bear, old geared, what do they got? And an archer. We definitely don't need the slashers. We definitely don't need Kira. We have a bear, him, and Jenna. I would think the 3 of them could do marvelous work. So we're going to arrange that like that. Actually, Jenna is Pete's person, though. So let's see if we can find someone else. What do we have here? That's not everybody. Where's everybody else? Oh, there could be more people here, couldn't there? Because there's mist. So for us, where's the rest of our people? Oh, here we go. Okay. Well, in case, let's do Dratus. We're going to swap. We're going to swap Dratus, and we're going to grab one more person. Like Manus. That way, there shouldn't be anybody else there in the fog, but just in case. And then I've got 1, 2 bears over here. There's Big Puss. I'm going to put a bear over here. You want him on the outsides. So there's Harim. Alana can go over here. And I need... So there's Greet and Kira. So Xenia, let's see. Cornelin. Cornelin is Greet's person. So Kira can be over here. Gideon, let's do this. And then let's do one more bear. Yeah. One more bear, except we're going to trade places here. I'm going to put the bear there in case there's somebody in the mist right there. And they're protected. So Jenna, where's it? This is Jadruk. Where's Pete? Petey. I got some people missing here. I got a bear here. There we go. There's Pete. Pete and Jadruk can switch places. So there's Pete. Let's just do it all kind of on one side here. And then we have Leo Hall and Xenia. We might as well split these 2 up. Okay. By splitting them up, I'd have to like take the place of a bear or something. That's cool. I can do that. This gives me a slasher over here. Okay, so I got a bear on that side. Let's go bear there. Jadruk here. I got a bear there. Got a big group here. Cornelin, Greet, bear. I got 4 bears over here. 4 bears. I don't need 4 bears over here. One there. Okay, now we got something. Leo Great, do it. I didn't even check what kind of archers they were ahead of time. Usually do that. Let's go down here. You got friends in waiting over here? When you try to punch me, your life will be over. Got someone coming out of the mist? What's going on here? What is the game doing to me? Was that you shooting, Poacher? Oh no, it was the other one. Oh, how fun. You know what I'm gonna do? Not even gonna worry about that. Because I'm gonna send... Oh no, I thought I had a slash over here. I don't. Okay, hold on. I have this ability. Man, having points is good. I didn't have enough to finish this guy off, though. Let's do this then. Let's go finish this guy off. He's dead. You gonna go after my bear, Big Puss? Big Puss is gonna eat you. That's a inverse joke, isn't it? Oh, really? Oh, you can't go after my rogues like that. That'll make me very, very mad. Alright, Kira, in that case. Lightning these bastards. Make someone pay. Oh, that was effective. Nice. Okay. Gonna get some furies here. End of the road. Cornlin. Cornlin, I can earn a point just by having you stand there. So don't do anything. I'm also gonna have Harim earn a point just by standing over here. I love the Valor point system in this game. This is one of the more unique things I've seen a game do, and I really, really like this. Xenia. Can you get both of these guys from here? I don't think you can. You're going to have to get one or the other, aren't you? You can't swing both and hit them both. Okay. That's a shame. They're just slightly too far apart. If she moves down in here... Is it big? Oh, it's a big enough circle to get both of them, though, in this way. Okay. I probably should have turned her crit on ahead of time. Can she crit this guy? She can. Can she crit this guy? Yeah, she can. Punch, death. This punch means death. Our punch means death. They canceled Our Flag Means Death, you know? I haven't watched that show, but I've heard great things about it. I really want to watch it. But I have not been able to yet. Got a bear over there. And her. I'm going to wait until that thing's engaged. Once the bear engages it, then we'll use Dratus to stab it to death. So I guess, Jedruk, there's still 6 enemies left. There you go. There's one of them. Oh, go over here and get Mr. Punchy Face. You got a pretty good chance of hurting him. Okay, that's nice. What's his strength? 41, and what's yours? 48. Spend a point to run over to him here. Try to do that because you got Fury. Your opponents are demoralized. Good. I was just trying to get into the city and they were annoying. We're overburdened again, but it's gonna be cool. We're gonna be sleeping, so let's just sleep and eat. Got a lot of bears to feed. There's a lot more music today than normal, than there normally has been, which is good. That's what I want. What do we have over here? You can sit by the fire. There's nothing special here. Just a bunch of bears. Cornlin. I got nobody there. I got nothing there. Okay, let's eat. Corpses first. Let's do that. We have this. Troop eats 2 less food until the next rest. Flambéed quack swine. Oh, that's a good reason to do the croc swine then, isn't it? And then there's bonus critical damage increase until the next rest. Dexterity raised by 15. Try to use different meals here. Perch broth is just a regular old meal, so we can use a bunch of those. Critical damage, critical damage. Repeats 3 less food. This is going to be sale price of trade goods. We're not going to use that. We're just going to go down here and grab mushrooms. And be done. Excellent. Let's go back up here. Yeah, I like it. Having the music. That must be maybe one of the things to do is to shut the whole game down. Like, I shut my computer off at night, so I shut my computer off at night, start the whole thing back up again the next day, and now I have music. And at some point in time, the music will start to stop firing so much, and that's when it gets a little frustrating. All right, my friends.
So, you are the ones who rescued the emblem and our inquisitors. The church applauds your piety, mercenaries. To be part of the Church of the Eye, all buildings, especially cathedrals, must be adorned with such an emblem. You've saved both the honor of Edoran and the faith of Gothenburg. Huh? Willa's death? Sorry, we weren't in the city yet. I know nothing.
That figures.
The faithful can make all sorts of charitable donations, but I must confess that wood or stone will be particularly appreciated. How generous of you, mercenaries. We are very grateful. I am convinced the People's Fellowship is behind this gruesome murder. The common folk have loathed Willa Old Hovendorp ever since she opposed the abolition of slavery.
She opposed the abolition of slavery. Well, we know who we're siding against now for sure. Hovendorp can just... She deserved everything she had coming to her, doesn't she? Oh my gosh.
These paupers don't understand the real cost of
labor.
Imagine how much this cathedral would have cost if we'd relied on paid workers.
Oh, I'm mad that I brought you your emblem now. Jeez, a cathedral. The cathedral's all like, we need slavery to build cathedrals. That's great. Okay, well, Inquisitor Garin.
May the all-seeing eye bless you.
Yeah. Inspect. Carved in a sacred rock called quartzite. This emblem will adorn the cathedral spire. Yeah, if I had my way, I'd tear this cathedral down now. Nothing else here. Oh, there's something to inspect over there, but it would be stealing. I'm not going to steal a snow iris. Okay. Well, that moved the needle a little bit. Interesting. And so that, yeah, that's the ambassador. So there's all this, and then there's the trade good thing. Why is there a question mark over the trade good thing? Ambassador Hovendorp is a dirtbag. Yeah, why is there? I don't know. I don't understand what this is all about. I need to sell some stuff, though. We've acquired a couple things. Strength, plus 17 hallowed strike. There's an Alizarian halberd. Defensive precision skill. Damage to the target. Critical hit. Gains deflection. Gains deflection. That would be pretty good for my 2 spearmen. Conan, what are you using, though? You're using Rhyme Steel one. Okay, we're going to leave that on. The Impale skill. Yeah, I'm going to save that. We don't need these things. Okay. Well, we'll always stop here at the blacksmith.
I don't know what's going on at the
Grab
Hovendorp mine.
those.
I haven't received any ore in days. This cannot be allowed
The
to continue.
trumpet. Backpack accessory. Locks are easier to pick. Oh, I don't need that. Critical hit plus 3 Inquisitor lighter skill. Applies burning to the target. Armor. I don't want to. I don't want that one. I got a gold tooth. I got a gold toofuses. I'm hanging onto that bow so my other person could swap a bow.
With
Do you
these
have
ore
anything?
supply problems, I don't really have the time to chat about Broker Hovendorp's death. Broker Burner wants me to renew all his fighters' equipment. So I've work to do and suppliers to chase up.
Okay. And what did she say? What'd she say at the
I
beginning?
don't know what's going on at the Hovendorp mine.
Hovendorp mine.
I haven't received any ore in days.
Okay, the Hovendorp mine. We need to go see what's going on there. Let's do that. Let's get paid first, though. Because we're going to have to pay people.
Might you be looking for work? Here is your reward.
Let's see what you have for us. We have Tomb of the Ancients, Loot the Bandit's Lair, Rat Infestation. These Vanquish squad ones we're going to negotiate for to pick them up along the way. Vanquish that squad. Vanquish this squad. Negotiate and try to get slightly higher pay for those. Okay. Out. Please. Oh, we should sing for our supper while we're here.
Say, mercenaries, have you run into a refugee from Edoran who wanted to get to Gothenburg? I haven't heard from my cousin in weeks.
Yeah, so there's a refugee too. Okay, well. Oh yeah, and so this is where, I don't know if I said this is where Cornelin came from, is I did do, remember we spent 2,800 gold crowns to do the help wanted thing. And I got a message when I was off in Merheim doing some trading and it said Cornelin has showed up. So I still had to pay almost 900 to recruit him, but here he is. He's my other spearman. So that's why he's here. So we have this. The gold pieces. I wish like the gold ones meant, I wish hitting every single gold one meant you'd get a gem. That'd be pretty cool. But there doesn't seem to be any correlation, so I'm not sure exactly what the gold ones mean. Maybe somebody else knows, because we've already hit like 4 of them. The fun thing is, this actually caused me to pick up my guitar and practice the other day, which is something I haven't done in a while. I got a ruby, some playing cards. Been trying to learn a new song.
Say, mercenaries, have you run into a refugee from Edoran who wanted to get to Gothenburg? I haven't heard from my cousin in weeks.
Trading card. What is this? Trinket. Couple of gems. Okay, and this is the pendulum, which we want to keep. So let's do this. Let's go find the mine. Head west, good people. Head west and find out what's going on in the mine. So I like that. I'm starting to understand how they have this arranged. You know, you ask the people and they'll tell you something. So we need to go deal with it. And that's really cool. There's a rat's nest up here. Where's the mine at? It could be through that road then, further up that way. Oh, there it is. The Great Growler Cave. That location is defended. There's the Roust Field. There's the Grinmere Stables. Let's let's go exactly the way. Let's just cut across this field. There's some moves. Let's get up here and go through this. Merchants, merchants everywhere. So there's this person out here. We're going to see what this is about. Who is this guy? Is he the person we're supposed to find?
I hear your troop is investigating. Come on then, give us a few tips. Mercenaries have to stick together, right?
Sure. Tell your competitors what you know. Okay, or we could fight them. I don't want to fight them. Use
Now
that.
that's the kind of colleagues I like. Reasonable and hard-working.
So that's it. We just do that and we get... Okay. So they're competitors. Well, if you guys can... You guys aren't figuring out what's going on. You're not investigating anything. So what are these purple dudes? The Roust Field. Because remember...
I'm ever astonished by the merchant's persistent propensity to treat
Bleeding
their
Oil
sick.
1.
Lucky for you, I've got a few remedies left.
Every time a skill deals damage to a bleeding enemy, it has a 25% chance to trigger bleeding damage. Target loses 20% of health in excess. Let's buy that. Cure for the plague. Okay. Requires plague leather. Oh. And I have some and gets cure for the plague. Well, I don't really need that. So in this case, let's go find out what's going on up here. At the Growler Cave. The Cave of the Growlers. There's some piggers here. Get over there before we're tired. Alpha wolves. The alpha wolf. Well, okay. It's a cave and there's 19 of them. Oh, good lord. Okay. Let's do this then. Yep, Pete, you can stay there, and Jenna, she's your girlfriend, and we're gonna move that bear somewhere else. Okay. So over here, we need to set up for shooting. So let's do this. We have Hedum. Greet, that's the wrong archer. Cornelin, perfect. Swap you. Greet, Hedum. You can move. So you can do that, and I got Gideon here, and then I got Olgerd. I probably don't need any more people over there. You guys are wasting time. Let's do this. Because you're just sitting over here in an area that's not helpful. Not helpful, but it's going to take something for them to get to anyway. Okay. In that case, who do we have over here? Kira. Come over here, and then right next to there, we'll put Hedum. So where did we put him originally? We moved him somewhere. Somewhere over here. Xenia. There we go. Hedum. Okay. He can be there. We'll move him slightly. And then you can archery all of this. We got a bear here. Manus. This is the thing. Yeah, we're going to need Leo up here. Dratus is back. We got a couple of bears there. And a big guy in Jedruk. And a bear there. And then Xenia's here. Alana, you're going to want to swoop in over there. And we got a bear here. Where else could we put you, bear? Nowhere that's really going to be helpful, is it? You're just going to have to fight your way over to the group, so we might as well put you there. Alright. In that case, I almost want Xenia to go first. I'm not as concerned about shooting here. Yeah, not as concerned about shooting. I need to be shooting in this direction. I want them to bunch up and gather up there. So Leo, go grab over here. All right, we're going to do this like this. Leo, Kira. Okay. Just like this. This is how we're going to do it. Okay, Kira. Slide on up here. Because we got the bear to protect us. Hit the alpha. Or one of the other ones. Hit your own bear. Big puss. And do this. And these guys aren't going to be like the rats. They're going to be stuck. He's going to go over there and that's fine. Yeah, pull me away from this a little bit. That's okay. I want the rest of these guys to come up here and gather in there and get lightning struck. Get thunderstruck. That's a riff that has always been hard for me to play. I'm still working on that one. That opening riff to thunderstruck. My alternate picking and hand synchronization just don't want to work up on that one. And a lot of people will tell you just do hammer-ons and pull-offs, but that's not the way Angus plays it. And you can hear it. You can hear him pick every note. So anybody who says that is just wrong. You got to learn how to do it the right way. I thought it was interesting. So while we're killing wolves, I'll tell this little story about guitar. Because I've been playing guitar for 30 years, and I'm okay. I mean, I'm good enough to play in bands, obviously, and I've played on some records and things like that. Played some session work and all that jazz, and you don't have to be spectacular to do that kind of stuff. But as time has gone by, the one thing that I'm proudest of is the ability of my ear to get better. In addition to my ability to just improvise. Improvising is something that I think if you want to do it, it just takes time. You just have to spend time learning your instrument. So with my ear, like when I started playing guitar, I started by learning how to read tablature, and then I would learn songs that I really, really wanted to play. And that made me want to keep practicing. And I think that's one of the best ways to learn how to play guitar. But I think while you're doing that, because tablature doesn't teach you technique, I think that what you should be doing is having an instructor that you see weekly that can help you with your technique, that can tell you, you know, you need to move your hands this way, you need to put this finger here instead, use this technique on this, here's where you're going wrong, and that kind of stuff. And I never had that, and that was a mistake. So I've created a lot of bad habits over the year, and I've had to try to fix those bad habits. I'm trying to figure out who to go here. Let's put Jedward over here. And so here's the thing with learning tablature instead of doing it some other way, is that you really don't develop your ear that way. You do a little bit, but it's kind of roundabout way. And what I mean by that is, like, you'll be taking a tab and learning a song, and how you learn is by sitting there and realizing this tab is wrong. This sounds wrong. This is not right. And that's how you learn to get your ear better. And that's how I learned is there are so many bad tabs out there. And I spend a lot of time just learning that they were bad. I would listen to them and I'd be like, this is not good. This is not right. It's not accurate. So over time, over many, many years, and starting to play in live situations especially, and then playing with bands and playing with other people, my ear developed slowly over time. To the point where I finally was able to learn an entire song by ear, which was a blast. And the song that I learned was, it's called Dirty Love by Thunder. It's a classic 80s band song. Like, you hear it and you know it was written in the 80s. But it's a great bar song. It's a great just, hang out at a bar kind of song thing. And it was really fun to learn how to play it because it's got a bunch of... there's almost no lead guitar in it until the very end. And I'm a lead guitar player. I love playing lead. But what's cool about it is it's got all this really neat rhythm work in it, and having an ear that you can develop where you can start to hear those things, that makes it really cool. So I could finally start to hear the nuances and be like, oh, and the reason I learned it by ear is just like I said, there's no tabs for it anywhere. There's no accurate tabs. There's like one tab on ultimateguitar.com, and it's not right. Portions of it are correct, but most of it is not right. So that was a big moment for me, was to be able to sit there and be like, okay, I'm going to learn this song and I'm going to do it by ear because I really wanted to know how to play that song. Because the band I'm in right now is a bar band, and I want to learn more songs that we can play in a bar. Unfortunately, we've veered off from being a bar band into kind of other directions that I don't really want the band to go in, but it's not my choice. It's not my band. I'm just the guitar player. These are my friends. That's why I play with them, because they're really good friends of mine. And it's just unfortunate that we can't do a little bit more of stuff that really works in a bar, because that's where we play. They kind of tend to veer off into pop rock land, and it's like, dudes, when you're playing a bar, nobody really wants to hear a Cyndi Lauper. It's like, but if you play Dirty Love at 10:30 at night, you're gonna get people moving and buying beer and dancing and being crazy. Anyway, to get back to the whole point of learning music here, this guy's gonna get shot. I'm just gonna have him, just earn a point. So lately, I started going back and taking lessons. I have a really, really good friend of mine who was actually the guy who engineered and produced the only real album I've ever played on. I've played on a lot of other things as a session musician, but I've never played on an album in a band that I was a part of until I did this thing for Bombshell Molly. It was a band that I was in for a little while, and we cut a 7-song EP, and the guy who recorded it is a good friend of mine now, and I really like him, really respect him, and he's a very, very talented musician. And he gives lessons at this music shop, and he's always got young kids in there, right? Which is great. So every time I go in there, he's teaching young kids, so they're like 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. And he's teaching them how to play bass and guitar, and he's great. And because he's such a good musician, I thought, I really want to have him take a look at my technique and tell me what I'm doing wrong, because I've had 30 years of bad habits from being largely self-taught as a guitar player. So it was really nice to sit down with him and start taking lessons with him. And one of the things he noticed right away is that when I'm playing stretchy arpeggios, I tend to use my ring finger instead of my second finger behind the index finger. And he's like, you can get a wider stretch doing this. So right away, on the first session, in the first 5 minutes, he corrected something that helped me become a better guitar player. And I was like, that's why I want to keep taking lessons with him. And so in order for me to practice this stuff, and there's a bunch of different places where you can do 3-note per string runs and arpeggios. There's tons of songs for that. And he's like, he knows I'm a huge Def Leppard fan, and he loves this song too. And he said, and since it's got 2 guitar parts, he goes, we're going to learn Def Leppard's Gods of War, which is a great song, probably one of the best songs off Hysteria. And that is, so here's the interesting part that ties in with learning and having your ear become better. I had taken a look at that song before, and I had seen how some people were on the internet were teaching that song, and in particular a couple parts of that song. And so right away I whipped out what I knew about that song to him, and I said, I've seen people play it this way. And he goes, yeah, that's not right. And I go, I didn't think it was right either, because it doesn't sound right to me, because you can play the same notes on the guitar in different positions and they'll sound different because of the thickness of the strings. And he goes, yeah, that people, there's a little ditty there in the song where it kind of starts on, it's a little hammer on and pull off thing. a lot of people are teaching that as being pulled off to the open string, which if you're a guitar player, you'll know what I mean. So you're like at the 4th and 5th frets, and they're doing a 4-5-4 pull off to an open string. It's not the open string, and that's not the way anybody on Def Leppard plays it live. That's not the way Phil Collins plays it. That's not the way Steve Clark wrote it. You actually do the hammer-on 4-5-4 pull off, and then you are fretting the note at the 4th fret on the G string, because that note needs to ring, and it needs to ring with that string's thickness, because the G string is thicker than the B string, and it just sounds different. And in fact, it even still sounds a little bit thicker, because live, Phil Collins plays with 13 gauge strings, which I have no idea how he does that. The man is a beast when it comes to being able. He's got like the strongest fingers in the world to be able to play 13 gauge strings at a E flat tuning. they tune a half step down for live shows now, because Joe Elliott's voice has started to give out over the years like most singers do. So it was pretty fantastic for me to sit there and show him and say, this is what I think it is, and here's how people are teaching it on the internet. And right away he's like, no dude, your ear is good. Your ear is better than you believe it is. Trust your ear. And that was really encouraging to hear. And so now, because of that, I spend a lot more time listening to songs and a lot less time worrying about what the tabulature says. Like, I'll whip out the tabulature. I'll look up the tabulature for a new song if I want to have a rough idea of maybe where to start with it. But I will now spend a lot of time just very carefully listening to the song, being like, that's this chord. It's not this other thing. Like, and that's why I respect guys like Rick Beato so much. You should watch his channel. He's brilliant. You know, he can whip out a chord and he'll be like, it's C add 9, and it's a diminished chord and all these other things. He knows the exact notes in every chord by ear. He can hear it and he can tell you, what it is. It's got the added 11th or whatever. He knows all that stuff. And it's absolutely stunning how good his ear is. And the thing is, Rick's got a really cute video that he basically started his channel on, where his son is like 6 years old, and Rick is playing the chords on the piano, and his son is naming them off perfectly. Like, this is a D major chord, add 5 or what. I mean, it's not, the 5th is in the chord for a D major, but he'd be like this, diminished, augmented, all that stuff. The kid's nailing it. I'm so impressed with the way he can hear chords. I wish I could hear it that way. And he has an ear training class, and I would kind of like to take it sometime and see if it would help me get even better, because I'd really like to be able to hear chords the way he does. The half-eaten body of a slave who took shelter in the wrong place. We made some levels here, which is really cool. We're gonna do some of this. So it's just encouraging over time, after having played guitar for so long, that in the last few years, right before the pandemic, I was able to start using my ear more and trusting my ear. And that's why, to tie it all the way back to the beginning of this conversation, that's why we were talking about Thunderstruck in my band one day. And the other guitarist in my band, who used to be our drummer, so guitar isn't his, like, I'd call it natural instrument. He's a really, really good drummer. And he's a fair guitar player. But he was saying, I was telling him how much trouble I'm having learning Thunderstruck because my hand synchronization just isn't good from, again, 30 years of bad habits. And he's like, dude, just play it hammer on a pull off. There's that video of Angus doing it live, and he's got one hand in the air, and and I'm like, dude, that's one video of Angus doing that. But if you get on YouTube and watch all the other ones, you'll see him picking every note. And that's because on the record, you can hear him pick every note. And it doesn't sound right to me when I see people doing the hammer-on pull-off version. It's too fluid. It's legato, and legato is not the same thing as picking. It doesn't sound the same. It's the same notes, but it's like taking the same notes and playing them on a fatter string on the guitar. It sounds different. If you want something to sound jangly and chimey, you play it on the lighter strings. You figure out what the same notes are and you play them on the lighter strings. You play them on the E and the B and the G. But if you want them to sound heavier, you're going to play them further up the neck, and you're going to play them on the heavier gauge strings. And it matters. And that's why, like, for a long time, for a super long time, there's nothing else in this cave. Oh, right here. For a long time, a solo that gave me trouble is the solo and Metallica's cover of Whiskey in a Jar. And here's the reason why. You'll look at the tabs and you'll see it, and we're going to camp. You'll see the tab and you'll be like, okay, this looks like it might be the right notes, but when you listen to it, first thing, you can hear there are thicker strings involved on that solo. Well, it's overdubs, of course. He's playing the same solo like at 3 different places on the neck. And so I had to sit there and figure out how to play it in a way that made it sound like those thicker strings. It's such a great song. I love that song so much. Whiskey in a Jar is probably my favorite cover of all time. I totally dig that song. We got carcasses we should eat for sure. Let's load those up. We're gonna pay everybody, and then we're gonna level everybody up first. Oh, and we need right here. Gideon, get over here. Do this. So anyway, it's the guitar episode. We're gonna call this the guitar episode. Greet levels up. This becomes level 9. This is great. We can add to critical hit, for crying out loud. That'd be great. Smack some more stuff around. That'd be awesome. Pete levels up. He's going to be level 10 now. He gets his new ability down here, so you can give him a second weapon to swap with. Or you can give him this. When the unit disengages, he has 50% chance to deal an attack of opportunity. Or you can swap places. I've been doing the attack of opportunity one. I like having lots of passives. Movement for him or strength. I think his movement is fine. Let's career plans him with strength instead. Manus makes a level. He's now level 11. So he finally gets to use the sword. Let's career plans him for strength as well. And then at level 10 is when he got his thing. So level 11. So what he can do is we have to go back to the travel post and get him his new weapon. But that'll be awesome. And then Bobby the Bear made a level. Great. I don't want your movement. Let's career plans you into strength. So let's do this. Foodage. Got a bunch of these eel soups. So let's just go down here and grab a meal like this. Critical hit damage and some. I need cider. Mushroom. We're good. Insufficient food. There's no insufficient food. We should be happy. What are you missing? Are we missing a specific diet thing? It usually says that. Your companions are hungry. They shouldn't be. We did the maximum. I don't know who ended up hungry out of that deal. Nobody. Alright, so there's that. Let's go grab this ore. We didn't find what we were looking for here. We have not found what we were looking for, which was we were looking for the mine. So this goes up into this region up here. Might wander back this way. So I have spent the hour rambling about guitar stuff. Not realizing that we have passed an hour. It's been a miracle. Alright, folks. I'm going to wander up this way because there is a road that goes up here further. And this might lead to the mine we're looking for. Or it might lead, at the very least, it looks like it's going to lead to the Tomb of the Ancients. So, and there's a rat nest up there. We'll have to go around there into this corner. We're looking for things. So onward. Guitar episode over. I won't bore you all with the guitar talk anymore in the future. Alright, I'll see you all next time as usual. If you dig it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and leave your questions and comments down below. Until next time, happy gaming, everyone.